Oh, hi, little update. Quite pleased with the way these teak trees, and got some rosewood in here growing nicely. We water this quite regular. We've had about 3 weeks of rain, that'll be it for the year now. That plant down there, that's a rosewood. They're quite difficult to grow. Banana there, some banana over there, banana, coconut. Got a fan tree over there. These lovely teak trees though, these are really going mental now. Someone biting my leaves. Yeah, this is quite pleasing, all of this. Look at the size of these leaves on these teak trees, love them. But we've got quite a bit of a mix in here. A mix of quite nice rare trees and what have you. So, and then I will walk up there in a minute and I'll show you what we've done up there. Yeah, she's looking good. You can see the neighbour here has trimmed all his mango trees, cut the grass in there. So they've trimmed those up to get some fruit. We planted some more plants along here, like a double row, and sort of teak trees at the back. You can see the size of them, you know. There you go, hang on, where is it? There you go. You can see the size of them. Well, now look at them over there. So yeah, and then we've got some tamarind along here, along this line here. So this is like a tamarind and teak tree sort of boundary along here, because I don't think anybody's going to be building a house in here, but if they do, it does just give us a little bit of protection from anybody looking in. Here's my delivery. So we'll stop here and continue later. Right, yeah, so I've got this line of teak trees and tamarind trees going down there. So what we've done here on this sort of corner post where it starts to drop down the hill, we've bought some of this hedge, which grows really quick, and it's really thick. So eventually that'll grow up and it'll hide all this sort of barbed wire fence. So that's a pretty effective barrier, and I wanted that there, this sort of hedge, because the land's getting a bit flatter here and somebody might build in there in the future, who knows. So that's the reason I've done that. So what we've got here, the house is going to be sort of here, and so what I've done is I've planted a line of trees along here, so they over there can't see my house. There's a barrier between the two. Now unfortunately there's a guy just bought some land over there in between those oak trees, which is right in the view of our house, and it looks like he's going to build like a bloody huge place there. So I'm going to plant some trees down here to kind of grow up and screen that from my house. Okay, this is a boundary marker here. This is the government road, soon to be concrete. Got electricity coming this month. Got water already. This is the one rye that I'm proposing to sell here. All along that wall I've planted a nice green hedge, so eventually that'll grow up and you won't see that wall, although it'll be there. And I think up there, just about there somewhere, is the one rye which I'm going to sell. And along here I've planted a bougainvillea hedge, which I'm going to put a bit of barbed wire across here to this post, and so I'll have a bougainvillea hedge in front of the wire, so eventually that'll grow up. my plan was, this is the government road here, coming along here, and it stops by that big post there. Sorry if I'm not very good at catching this, because I'm just looking at a mirror now in my mobile phone, so I don't know really what I'm filming. So basically I didn't want to, this is the end of the road here, and it's very bad luck to come into your property, according to Thai people, if your gate is at the end of the road, which, you know, that would be at the end of the road. All the bad luck comes up the road and into your property. So I've decided to have an entrance in on the side here. So what I did, you can see this little peg here, and then there's another little peg there somewhere, and then that's the kind of width of the drive, and I've done it on a bit of a curve. Right now you can see like a semicircle of plants here, and then there's some plants on the other side of the road. So obviously if you're standing on the government road here looking up my drive, which goes off at this angle, you're only going to see some trees just here. Right? If you're standing over here on the other corner, you're still only going to see some trees here. So you can see what I've done is I've come in and I've gone round in a bit of a semicircle. Right? So the drive is in a bit of a semicircle, so it hides the house basically. You can see the posts that have just been delivered. I'm going to put a shed there. What was it? 5 meters by 9 meters. So, and the shed, or car park, garden shed, whatever you want to call it, outbuilding, is going to go in this corner here. So I got a price to do that, and the guy wanted 85,000, and that was a cheap quote. So I went and looked at a rough look at the materials, what I would need, the tin, the steel and the concrete posts, and I can do it myself for 25,000. Now I'm going to obviously probably need some help, you know, digging, concreting, manually lifting these posts. I can't expect Fon to heave these posts around, but Fon's cousin, or brother if you like, whatever they call them here, he's a bit of a builder and come handyman, and he said he would come and help me, and I get on really well with him, Mike. So going to enlist Mike, and maybe he's got a couple of lads, and I'll just pay them per day to dig holes, put these posts in, and then we'll assess it from there. But I will cost out this building, these posts, the steel, I'm going to use blue scope box section tin for the roof, no insulation obviously because it's only a shed, but yeah, I'll do all the costings for that, and I'll do the whole costings for the total cost of build, including concrete and everything. So stay tuned, folks. So when you get a delivery here, there's 3 guys come, not one guy with a hi-ab. So these posts, I've got a 3 metre and 3.5 metre. Going to be putting a shed here, just in this corner. Just a simple shed, concrete posts and a cheap tin roof, just as a bit of cover. And that'll be next to the proposed house, which will be here, just where these bottles are. So it's cool to catch.